I would like to ask you all a question. Has anyone here driven under the influence? You may think that's an odd question. I'm going to tell you a story about how one man's decision to drink and drive led to my family being harmed. It was a cold winter day in Spokane, Washington. I was a preschooler building a snowman. I used pebbles for eyes and a twig for a nose. 2 hours had passed, and that was highly unusual because my mom was always on time. Her car arose, and I ran in excitement. I wanted to show her the snowman I just made, and I had time to make a second one. Now it was a snowman family. She did not step out of that car. A man did, and he said, "Your mom has been in an accident." That moment still rings clear. It was like my peace of mind and safety was obliterated. That moment signified my mom being in trouble. I knew something was wrong. I was afraid. Earlier that day, she was at work, providing for 3 small children. When it was time for her to pick me up from school, she drove to an intersection. As she turned, a man in a Suburban barreled down the hill like a mighty train, derailed, spinning and spinning ever faster, gaining momentum and slamming into my mom's car with so much force that her back was broken, her neck was broken, her jaw was broken. She was essentially bedridden from that day forward. The doctors told her that her life would be horrific, that every day would be different stages of pain. Man Suburban was a doctor, a co-worker of my mother's. He was at the hospital that day at the annual Christmas party. He decided to get a little tipsy, call up his mistress, and tell her that he wants to have fun later. He decided to drive when he was intoxicated. If he just stopped to think and say, "Hey, I should have been in a taxi. This could have been prevented." This man did not just steal my mom's health. He stole what it meant to be her. He took her career. He took her independence, her ability to provide for her family. He single-handedly brought her to her knees in agony. I want everyone here today to take with you that actions have consequences. Please remember my story. I asked you all earlier, have you ever driven under the influence? I hope you said no. But if you said yes, learn from my experience so you do not have to make the same mistake. I remind myself on a daily basis that actions can harm by typing my password. My password is that man's name. Every time I type it, I ensure myself that I will not become a weapon of ignorance. I will stop and think. I hope you will all promise with me that you will do the same, and that you understand actions can destroy as easily as they can save.